All right, young art students, welcome back to another incredible art lesson. Today we're going to draw faces from shapes. Now, you might not be able to draw a face, or you might say to yourself, oh, I can't draw this shape to get this face right, but you can make a face from any type of particular shape that you just happen to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a bunch of random shapes, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a face from any shape. So first of all, let's do a more of a realistic face without the hair. So the head is shaped basically like an egg. You take an egg and you turn it upside down to where the round part is, the big part is at the top. It's going to kind of look like that. Now, when you measure a face, now this is just for serious faces. We're going to do a lot of cartoon faces. We're going to have some fun today because you should always have fun when you draw. When you start to draw and it's becoming really serious and you're getting frustrated, then you need to stop. You need to have fun drawing because you might not be able to get something today the first time, but the more time you put into it, the better you will become. And that's the same with playing video games or playing sports or music or dancing or whatever. The more time you put into it, the better you become. And you know that's true. So, okay, so here we have an upside down egg. So if you measure it from the top to the bottom, if you go to the center of it like this is where your eyes should be, right here. I'm just going to draw a quick face. And this is basically just measuring. So from here to here, if you go half of that, which would probably be about right here, that's where your nose should go, right? And so if you go from here to here, half of these two is where your mouth should go, like that. So you just think of half, half, and half, and then you put your facial features there. Now I'm not going to do really detail, but you see that the face came out right because I used the half, half, and half method. And that's what you should use when you're drawing serious faces. And then so from like your eyebrows to the bottom of your nose, your ear can go there. Same thing on the other side. So if you bring your nose straight up, your eyes should be in between your nose because your nose is the size, and this is a perfect face. Some people have really big noses, some people have really small noses. But your eye is supposed to be the same length as your nose, or your nose is supposed to be the same length. So you should be able to get another eye in between there. So if you take the center of your eye and you come straight down, that should be as long as your mouth is. Understand, this is for your perfect shape. So, and the same thing with your chin. Your chin should be that size before it starts to curve upward. Okay, so now that you have your measuring for perfect faces, let's draw some shapes. So there are many shapes to be had. Square, your basic shapes, triangle, and your circle. Now, those are your basic shapes. Let's take this and let's turn this triangle upside down as well. There's not much you can do with the circle and the square. Turn it upside down, it's the same thing. So let's do like ovals. So just a round oval like that. That's almost close to this, except it's not wide. Let's turn that oval this way. Let's do let's say like a half a moon. Let's just say a moon, half a moon shape. Okay, this is going to be like a half a moon or banana. I'm trying to think of some more shapes to do. And you can add shapes on top of shapes. So like if I take the circle and I put it on top of the oval like this. And I'm going to keep making shapes just because I want to keep making shapes. And I'm trying to think other shapes that I could make real quick. Let's just make some weird little shapes like something like this. That's almost like the half moon, but it's just like a bean, a shape for a bean. Let's do like a long one like here, like just square, long square, just like that, rectangle like that. Trying to think. Now see, as I'm saying, you can take any type of shape, combination of shapes, and then put weird shapes on it like that. Add weird shapes to it, and they will become faces. So let's do just a really narrow with a little curve to it. Almost like a hot dog. Okay, I think it will be enough for now. So let's go back to the basic square. Now, with any shape that is really sharp, you want to try to take the sharpness off. Take the sharp, like this triangle. Let's just take the sharpness off just a little bit, and then here, just because you don't want anybody to stab themselves on top of somebody's head or that chin. Same thing here. Let's just round it off so it won't be so sharp, and maybe even with the square, just round it off. Now, when I showed you about measuring the half, half, and half, you don't have to do that with, if you're drawing like cartoons. You can take, let's just say, let's go with this one right here. Let's say you don't, again, you don't have to put the nose in the center or the eyes in the center. You can cram them all down the bottom. You can put them all at the top. So I'll give you an example. Let's put the down bottom. Let's say this eye here, another eye there, and here's the nose, and then there, right there. So, and this could be his hair. His head. He could have like, I don't want to say blockhead, because that would be more of a blockhead. Now let's do this with markers, as I may want to do some coloring to them. As soon as I can find a good marker. That's black, or is this blue? I think that's a blue. Let's see what this is. That's black. And he has that upside down triangle head. Now, the other video I showed you, there are many ways to do eyes and noses and mouths. Mainly your eyes are what tells the emotion from somebody. So let's do this. Since we've got this, let's do this. Let's give him some blue eyes, just because. And then that little black pupil right there in the center. So, as you see, right off the bat, the triangle became the guy. And I didn't put his eyes in the center, I put them down low. So let's say we put his features up top, a little higher. So let's put an eye here, and an eye here. And let's give this guy like a bigger nose. Let's give him a big Fred Flintstone nose, and a little mouth right here. Always have your character smiling. And let's give him an ear here, and let's just give him some hair up top. And then let's just do this. Let's say here's his chin, and here's some more of his chin. So he's got a big flabby kind of chin, and give him a little neck just because. So I can actually shape this up a little bit, curve this in and around, and let's do this in the marker. And that's why I say round your ends off, so that no one will cut themselves. Give him another chin. He's a chubby guy. Give him some shoulders right there. So the next video, I'm gonna do clothes. I'm gonna show you guys how to do clothes. And then the video after that, I'm gonna show you how to do the body, because you don't want to draw the body without clothes. So you need to know the clothes before you put them on the body. So let's give this guy like some green eyes, just because. And some brown hair, maybe. And there's little pupils in there. And you can have a color pencil or crayon or whatever, and you can just have fun creating your character. A little hair down in there. Maybe a little hair on the side of his head. like that. And don't forget things like glasses, hats, all kind of things that you can add to your character. And let's just do this just because. Let's just say, just to fill out this empty space out here. He's got freckles. This guy's got freckles. Okay, let's do a blockhead guy. There is my pencil. So, kind of think, let's give this guy some glasses. Let's give him just a little. Do I want his face, or want his eyes high, or do I want him low? Let's put him in kind of like, let's put him in the middle. Of course, you have to have the ears, and he's gonna have a little nose, and give him a little mouth. Right now, he looks like an office worker. He looks like one of the guys that works in an office that losing his hair because his boss stressed him so much. He's like a little blockhead office worker. I'm gonna give him some wrinkles because he's stressed. He's really stressed, and then the little worry lines. So let's ink this guy. So we're gonna do the eyes, and eyes could be anything. It don't always have to be round. I'll show you on the next character. And he's got his little glasses, which are also square to heighten the squareness of his face. And then let's give him, what color hair? Let's give him orange hair. Because he's stressed out, and his boss had just stressed him out so bad that he just had it. He's just tired. So, and I'm going to take this down, but I'm going to give him just a little bit of chin, just like that. So by adding just a little extra shapes, you can change your character a lot. So I'm going to put a little dip in his head, like he dips down a little bit and comes back up. And then there's his worry lines. And then the little stress wrinkles. And then his little tiny mouth right there. So give this guy blue eyes. He's worried. He's an accountant. He's been doing numbers too much. And orange hair. Let me erase this and give him like pure orange hair. That's my orange pen, so. And then let's just say he didn't shave yet, so he's got a little stubble going on down here. He's been up all night working. He didn't shave yet. And there you have a little blockhead worker. Erase that. Remember to erase your lines if you're using a magic marker over top of it. Okay, let's look at this guy, right? This little shape right here. Let's see what we can do. So, okay, let's put his eyes. I'm gonna put them down, or at the top, or the center. So that's what you're gonna always think about. Do I want to put his eyes in the center? Do I want to put them down, or do I want to put them at the top? So I said I'm gonna do some different type of eyes. Let's just do these type of eyes like this. He's like a little sad, little watermelon kind of guy. And do that little triangle nose. And I'm gonna unsad him. He's got bad news, but he's trying to smile through the whole thing. Work with this mouth a little more. Because his dentist told him he's gonna lose another tooth. He's already got a few teeth missing. And he's like, okay, dentist, and let's give him a little chin. little chin here, and little ears on the side. And just give him some stringy hair, just like he could be a little young kid, young cat, eating all that candy. So I'm going to give him black eyes and just a little light source. As I say, he's sad, so that can take the place of the eyebrows as well. I could do eyebrows here like that. I don't have to, but since I did mark it with my pencil, let's just do that. And just a little half a triangle nose here, and his mouth. And your eyes tell the whole expression. Just the way your eyebrows are shaped. So we'll get his hair. And then the rest of his head. And give him that little chin as well. Come back here, pencil. And then you have another one for the books. Come on, straighten out, everybody. Straighten out, straighten out. I'm filming. So I have my blue and my yellow paper here to keep my camera focused. So if it just focuses on the white and my hands in and out, more than likely it'll start to blur on me. So I put the yellow and white, yellow and blue, just because. All right, so this would be, let's just do a quick one right here. Let's put him up. We did those eyes. Let's do like the anime type eyes that open like this. And nose like that. The nose does not have to be in the middle. It could be on the side. It's kind of like those old cartoons. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. Let's give him some bigger ears. Bigger ears. And give him some little eyelash to show that these are his eyes. And this is that. And then that could be a girl. And I said to myself earlier, we need to do some girls. We need to do some women. I'll do a couple women on this page here. And when you do this, just have fun with your characters. Let's ink him. What kind of hair are we gonna put in this guy? Let's give him a bush. Let's give him like a bush. And that could kind of be a girl with the eyelash thing. Let's take it off. I want a guy. And then bring the hair down in the head. So let's see what we have here. We have the anime type eyes. And there are so many different ways to do eyes in the anime style. Because each artist has his own kind of design for eyes. Nose, and a little crooked Flintstone mouth. And then let's do his hair like this. Give him a flat top. And those big ears. And you have that guy. I'm not going to color him. Let's see, now let's take this double shape here. Now, usually if I do a double shape, this is going to represent the jaws. This is to represent the jaws. The eyes will be like over top of the jaws. You can make them big or small. The nose is going to be here, big or small, whichever you decide. It could be that way. It could be front nose, and the mouth could be as big as you want. It could be a little mouth, big mouth, but because that, let's give him a wide, not that wide. Give him a wide smile and a bottom lip like that. So I would put the ears like right up in here, and then let's just say, let's give him a hat. He's the mayor of Smallville. Superman. That's what that is. I knew that name from somewhere. So let's ink him. Let's put this right here, and this right here. And I like to give people that little bit of a chin. And a big old nose for the mayor. And he's going to be looking to the side like somebody's knocking on my door. And let's take that line all the way across. And then he's got his ears. And let's just give him a little hair down here. And the rest is covered up by his hat. Now he looks like kind of an old farmer now. Change his hat to an old farmer hat. And there you go. And then you can color his hair, color his eyes, give him green eyes, why not? And some brown hair. And maybe even a dark blue hat. And erase extra lines and see what you have. Erase. That's why you should draw with a pencil and draw really light so that you can erase. So as you see, any shape can become a face. You just have to figure out, you want to put the eyes in the middle, you want to put the eyes on the top of the face, you want to put the eyes at the bottom of the face. How do you want to turn the face? You want to turn the face to the side. You want to turn the face to the front. Let's see, let's look at this moon face. And one other thing too is I've been drawing front faces. You have a center line down the face. This is for drawing purposes. So if you turn your face to the side, let me use this instead of the front. If I turn it to the side, that's the center line. So I'm going to have an eye over here and an eye over there. You just have to follow that center line. The nose is going to be on that center line, and half of the mouth is going to be on that center line as well. So, like that. And then you can give him a little chin. That's my specialty, a little chin. Jaw, his ear. Going to come in and out depending on what type of character you're drawing. And since I did that, and you didn't see it because it was off camera, I'll do it again with the magic marker. Magic mark. It's not a magic mark. This is a drawing pen. So you have the center line. I think you saw that. Then you have one eye on one side, other eye on the other side. Keep that nose kind of like in the middle. Give them a little more detail. And then half the mouth on one side, half the mouth on the other side. Give that little bit of bottom lip. His chin. Like I said, I always like to give my cartoon characters little chins. His jaws, little fat jaws. Let's detail his eyes a little bit. Little eyebrows. His ear. And then if you want to keep them bald, you can keep them bald. If you want to put a hat on them, I'm going to keep them bald. And in the next video, when I show you clothes, I'm going to show you how to do hats and stuff as well. And then you erase, and then you have your face that's turned to the side just a little bit. Now this moon, where is my pencil? So I'm going to turn this into more of a little side as well, having that middle line. So one eye is going to be on one side, another eye is going to be on the other side. So I'm going to put that nose right there. Going to be a nose. We're going to have one eye right here and another eye right there. And let's just open his mouth. Let's just open his mouth like that. So we'll keep that shape there. And of course, we're going to have that moon banana head. So what I'm going to do is, see what eyes, let's fucking change his eyes. What kind of eyes would I do with this guy? I can do just a solid black eye like that. I can do the wide open eyes. I can just do some lines like this. There's so many different ways. I can add the pupil like that. Usually, the bigger your eyes, the more cartoony your character would be. So if I just do this, let's just do this. I don't want him to look like a moon, so when I add more stuff to him, like his ears, and I can just give him a beard. Let's give him a beard and a mustache. And that goes up to his hair. He's like a country guy, like a hillbilly. When I started to draw these shapes, the character of the person comes out to me. Since his hair comes up, his beard comes up and connects to his hair, I want his hair to be more like that. Let's see. Like that. So let's ink this guy and see what kind of mess we made. So we have the eyebrow, other eyebrow, eye here, eye there. Give him that big eye again. And when I leave these little white marks in the eye, that is the reflection of whatever light that could be shining. Your eyes are always wet, so you're going to have that reflection somewhere. This is his nose. And here's his mouth. Let's give him some teeth. He's like, yeah. I just came from the dentist, and I have a bright white smile. A little tongue. And then I could give him a little more chin, a little more jaw to come down for his beard. And his ear. Let's see, if I drew his neck like that, he would look more or less like a moon and more like a person with a strange head. Now he kind of almost looks like a rock star, old country rock star, hillbilly rock star, playing the banjo. So let's give him like old ruffly eyebrows and a little cheekbone. Let's erase these extra lines and see what I have. And there you go. Once you put the ear in there, it really becomes the head. Without the ear, it's just kind of like a shape to it. And I'll put this little piece under the nose. So let's go to the second page, and then let's quickly do this. So we have this pickle face guy here. So let's do this. Let's give him a long nose like that, and let's give him like some beady eyes. Let's give him a face, and let's put like a cigar in there. He's a gangster. This is a little cigar, and let's say give him a monocle, that one little eyepiece that comes down like that. Let's give him his ear. Some eyebrows. Okay, no, he's not a gang. He's like a, what's the bad guy? He's like a, not the mob boss, like in 007. And what kind of, let's give him different ears. Let's put his ears out to the side. Let's make him really crazy looking. Let's get his ears like this. And then we've got to give him some kind of hair or some kind of hat. So here's his mouth. Cigarette, smoke from his cigarette. Is like I say, he's got his little monocle there, which is just one eyepiece, that's all. And let's give him a little bit of hair. And then give him that hat. It's like the wrong kind of hat. Anyway, for now, let's just keep with the hat. Let's just give him that kind of hat. And let's ink this and see what we have. So we have the one eye. I want to make the eye. Let's just make this a small eye right here and a bigger eye right here, because that monocle will reflect. That eyepiece will enlarge his eye. And then it's a chain. This is the chain that goes down around his ear. And then we've got his eyebrows and a little long broken nose. And let's give him a better mouth. And his little cigar. Give him a little chin. So once you put those ears on and that neck, then your character becomes, or your shape becomes a little better. So let's see. It's been a while since I drew the type of hat that I wanted to draw. I don't want this to turn into like a cowboy hat, but it may. Let's put some hair coming down from under his hat. Now he's becoming a salesman. He looks like a salesman now. So as you draw the character, the actual character will actually come out. As you draw the face, the actual character can come out, and you can say, oh, he looks like this, or he looks like a zookeeper, he looks like that. So yeah. So I put like a little neck on him, little shoulders, and let's say if I put a little tie, he would be a salesperson. Little shoulders. Yeah, he had a rough day. He got his cigar. He couldn't make any sales. So, and as I say, the next video, I'll show you guys how to do clothes. So let me do these erasers and do these last three, and then we will call this a wrap. And I want to do something with that one eye. And all of these you can color, do all kind of good things with them. Yeah, this eye, I said I was going to do something with it to give it a little bit of light source. Yeah, and then this that monocle in his eye. He went from being a super bad spy to a salesman. All right. What did I do with this? What am I doing with this? Let me think. This obviously is going to be his chin, I guess. Give him a pointy nose. I'm just guessing here. It's going to be a pointy nose. You know what? I'm going to make a witch. A witchy poo witch. What do witches look like? Get the big eyes, almost like the anime eyes, and then the eyelashes, the little beady eyes. Give this witch hat. And give her some ears. Have the witch ears and the hair. And there's my quick witch. So let's do this. Eye, kind of more like the anime kind of eyes that don't connect. Go down the bottom like that, and then the eye is in the middle. And she's got that eyebrow. Give her that long pointy witchy nose. She didn't want to be a witch, but you know, because of the nose, she had to turn out to become a witch. She's a good witch, though. A good witch for justice. And let's just give her some freckles because, as I say, she's a good witch. Light source and the dark eye. And the dark witch hair. The ear. And witch hair, and then the hat is going to actually go like this. So the hair is going to go all the way up to here. And give her some black lipstick, because witches wear black lipstick. And a little bit of a chin. So this donut little thing here, as I think of what I can do, let's do another female. Give her a little pointy chin. Let's just make her kind of like she's gonna be thick. And what it is the eye. The eyes always make the female, or the man. So and then I can bring this over a little bit just to give her another eye. And then let's put a mouth down here. I turned her a little too much. A little ear. Let's give her. She's big and thick. So what kind of hair? Now, if I turn that around a little bit more, it might be helpful. So let's bring this hair over. So let's round this off a little bit and then bring that up there. And the nose is going to come up right here with the eyelash. And let's give her some longer hair. And a little neck back here. A little neck down here with a collar. Maybe just a couple freckles. And the last one is this little square head guy right here. Now usually when I do a long face, I'll do like a long nose. Or it depends on what you're drawing. Depends on what you're drawing. Let's try putting the nose down here. And then the mouth. He's angry. He had a bad day. Let's make him mad. What are you going to do with all of that extra head? I don't know. Let's round it off first of all. He could be like an evil genius with the big head and the little droopy ears down here. Truly a cartoon right here. Truly a cartoon. Of course, I give him a little jaw. Round it off. He could be an evil scientist. Maybe he did an experiment. He's got the electrodes tied onto his head. That's what made his head so big. Electrodes in it. He's good at mind control. And then let's do this. Let's give him some hair. Because most of his hair fell out. Because when his head grew, his hair fell out too. Give him some roundness to that. He's working his mind control. The long nose. And let's give him a little growl. He's like, argh. His experiments making him mad. And he's got his little clip-on wires here. And let's make his ears a little bit bigger just to give him some space because his head is so big. Give him bigger ears. And let's put his shoulders up. He's like, oh, he could be like the Frankenstein monster. And his shirt, which is like torn here, torn here. So yeah, there we have him. It's like, so let's erase and see what we got. Erase the lightning. I have to put the lightning back. So the pen right here, lightning. So as you draw, things can change. Unless you have in mind, oh, I want to draw this particular type of person or this particular type of thing. But if you're just drawing for fun, which is some things that you should do, draw for fun a lot, and then just see what comes up. And that's just practice anyway. That helps you practice. So as you see, you can always, what is this woman-looking kind of man? Looks like a man who put on makeup and a wig. Whatever shape you make, you can turn it into a face. Makes no difference. It's always a face to be had. So yeah, I am going to call this, erase the ear. How about this? Earrings. There you go. Earrings. Yeah. So as I said, I'm going to call this one quits. But now that you know that whatever shape you make or do, you can get a face from it. You can get a face from it somehow, some way. So practice your shapes and then just turn it into faces. Any old way, any old how, it doesn't make a difference. You are practicing and you're having fun. So you're not going to get upset about it doesn't look right, because you're not trying to draw it to look right. You're trying to draw it just to have fun. And that's what drawing should be about, is having fun. If you're not having fun, it's not fun to do. All right, so I'm going to call this one quits, because I'll sit here and I'll just keep sketching and sketching and sketching. Let's see if I can do a double thing and you can see it. I'd have to pull back. So anyway, go draw and go have fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which, as I said, I'm going to do, what I said, I'm going to show you how to do clothes. So then we'll do clothes, and then the next one we'll do the body. So then now you'll be able to do the head, the clothes, and put it on a body. So yeah, I don't want to do the body first, because you'll be having a bunch of naked people with funny faces running around. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Go draw something.